They fought 4 wars since the 1950s. Well, Masaigu one, that's crazy. What an interesting tidbit of information that I've received. Let me see how many times. Let's all check together. Nah, they have fought like 3 conventional wars already while having nuclear weapons. It's not going to go nuclear. Just FYI, India and Pakistan have fought 3 conventional wars since getting nukes. Last war fought between them was 1999. Last time they fought them was 1999. By the way, they've already fought 4 conventional wars after getting nukes. They fought a war in 1999. Vaush, the last war they fought was 1999. They fought 4 scale wars since they got nuked. Vaush, chat needs to be informed. It's very important that chat sees this, India and Pakistan. Bro, when you type in chat, it shows up on the screen. 4 full-scale conventional wars since both countries got nukes. Again, both of them have nukes. For fuck's sake, chat, India and Pakistan have already fought 4 wars for having nukes. I think Trump was talking about... Well, now we know. Chat kept freaking out. You were the one freaking out. Be gone with ye for an hour. Does Vaush still say religion isn't playing a role here? I think you're upset. Listen, I'm speaking as a Reddit atheist. I'm more anti-theist than you could imagine. I'm thinking contemptible thing. Whenever somebody says, God bless you when I sneeze, I can't even talk about what I've got going on up here, all right? But you need to get dialectical, all right? Religion is just a metaphysical justification mechanism for pre-existing systems of power. Why the fuck do you think the Catholic priests were delivering their sermons in Latin, which the peasantry couldn't speak? Why do you think the King James Bible was amended so many times? It's not that religion isn't bad. The metaphysical presuppositions are bad, but you got to understand that people are going to find these excuses. Remember when a bunch of the new atheist grifters from like 2011 or whatever ended up pivoting over to the right? Like you have like Bill Maher type guys who are like, you know, the God delusion motherfuckers who then end up supporting IDW style conservatism anyway, because it turns out what they really liked wasn't, you know, good epistemology or whatever. What they really liked was being a smarmy, white, you know, smug, holier than thou type who gets to make money off of being smarter than other people, right? What they liked was the contention. They liked the feeling of supremacy. And what gave that to them? Well, being an IDW dipshit, right? That's why they all ended up gravitating towards, like, you know, Brett Weinstein and shit. Basically, what I'm saying is, like, if you stripped religion out of the minds of a lot of conservatives, a lot of Hindu nationalist types or Pakistanis or whatever, they would still basically believe the same shit for a lot of them. Like, they would end up arriving at a lot of the same conclusions. Religion doesn't add the justifications, like, from nowhere. It compounds upon them. And the scope of the human emotional landscape is wide enough that people can come up with their own metaphysical justifications without religion telling them to. Religion is just a convenient... what am I doing? I'm not saying that religion isn't bad. I'm just saying, like, when you tut-tut and smugly say, wow, religion sure is destructive when looking at, like, the India-Pakistan thing, I think you're being a midwit. I think that you are reducing the situation to a degree of absurd non-complexity so you can feel smarter than them. So you can look down on the stupid Hindus and Muslims and go like, oh, they're fighting over their God. No, they're fighting over a set of, like, material and emotional concerns that are equal in their scope, complexity, depth, and significance to the ones that motivate you. Don't simply, like, you're making yourself lesser than the subject of discussion. You're beneath the... I'm sorry. I'm talking about it too much. Let's just put the segment in the bag. Look, my greatest argument for the idea that religion doesn't really motivate your behavior is that if you actually read the New Testament, Jesus Christ is unironically like the chillest dude in the world, and all Christian governance in this country is like Hitler shit, you know? I just don't think it matters, man. If you took Jesus away from conservatives, what would they have? Everything. They would still have everything they believe. It would make no difference whatsoever, you know? Because people get mad at the hypocrisy. They're like, how can you believe in Jesus Christ who, like, you know, rub the feet of prostitutes and then do all the Hitler shit you're doing? And they, like, it doesn't register with them because they don't actually care or really believe in it. It's just something they default back to. You never talk to, like, a fair weather Catholic who would do, like, anything the fuck they wanted, but every Sunday they'd be like, I feel super bad about all the sex out of wedlock. Or not out of wedlock, all the unmarried sex. No, out of wedlock. Yeah. All the unmarried sex. You know? People are complicated. Vaush knows as much about Pakistan as maggots know about Israel. What have I said about Pakistan that contradicts your understanding of the subject? Please, I've been speaking pretty generally. I'm aware of the fact that my understanding of Pakistan is more or less limited. Right now I'm being guided by greater axioms like war bad and nuclear Armageddon bad. It's always with the non-specific criticisms with you people. You walk in and you're like, oh wow, look at Mr. White Boy. Look at this white boy with his big dick. Look at this big penised white boy talking about some non-white people shit. I'm just living over here, man. The fuck did I do? I think Vaush might be projecting an analysis of Christianity in Western secular democracies into countries that were divided very explicitly on religious grounds. Scheherazade, I don't know how you do it. Every time you craft a comment that makes me want to fucking throttle you. Yeah, okay. Go over to Kashmir and go coach the Muslims over there. Tell the Hindus, oh, I'm not Muslim. I deconverted. See if that gets them treated any different. I'm sure it's the religion they're arguing over. Yeah. Oh, shit! The person earlier who called me a white boy is like a Hindu nationalist or something. A Pakistan-funded terror group claimed the attack. That's why Pakistan was blamed. That group is known to be funded by Pakistan since its beginning. Pakistan claiming innocence is as ridiculous as Israel saying they didn't commit genocide. Well, hold on. There's a lot to get at here. First of all, we funded the Mujahideen, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everything that Al-Qaeda did was on us. Just some of the things that they did, like 9/11. Like we didn't, like the fact that, for one, okay. Second of all, if there were Pakistani nationals in the terrorist group, it's possible that they could be receiving money without direct involvement with or knowledge of the plans that the group engages in, right? Like, there are American mercenary groups that travel around the world that get money through, like, adjacent contracts that the American government provides their company, but that doesn't mean that when they show up in, like, say, Haiti or Venezuela, they're necessarily operating at the behest of the American government, right? And also, like, have you considered the possibility that it was a mistake? No, that's probably not an explanation for what happened. Name a genocide by an Indian terror group. Why? What are you talking about? The name checks out. Yeah, no kidding. What should a country do if it has a pest on its border? Nothing reminds you of the population of India and the fact that they don't have a great firewall the way that China does. Like when you talk about Indian politics and suddenly like there are millions of Hitlerites at your doorstep and they're all Hitler. What the fuck? What? They've been summoned? Yeah, Jesus. They could be bots. India has to be defended at all cost. What was that tweet? Israeli Twitter in Hebrew. Israel is a lion and a lion must not cease pursuing the gazelle no matter the cost. In replies, Indian man. India also lion. Smiley face. This is fuck. Do the accent properly, you coward. Fuck you.